Siema, generał z tej strony.
It's locked, all right.
Okej. Dobra, to lecę tu.
Peace of mind. Can't you just look the other way this week, Joe? Come on, we can sort it out, right?
It's not my call, Barrett. You pay one way or another.
Dobra, pogadajmy z
Welcome,
nimi.
sir. Please take a browse of my wares.
I am Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Doctor? Interesting. I'm Barrett Lewis. Usually I don't have time to waste with talk, but at this hour of the night I can hardly refuse.
How is business around here?
Business? I have no business. Between this racket, theft, and customers getting scared, I'm losing money every day.
I see.
No dobra.
Sounds like you blame someone in particular for your situation.
It's no secret Joe Peterson spends his time harassing merchants. But with me, he's trying to put me out of business once and for all.
Okej, co ja tu mam? O, ty. Dobra.
As a merchant, you see Whitechapel every day. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary recently?
Well, you mean besides the epidemic, the war, and all the usual crap? As long as I can remember, this part of town has been a bottomless pit, and no sign of the bottom yet.
A?
Violence is increasing in the borough.
Yeah. A few nights ago, some blokes jumped me. Came out of one of the condemned workshops. Fever, madness, something like that.
Where did this happen? Why did you go there?
In the closed workshops nearby. I worked there as an apprentice in better days. Now I only go to find trinkets or tools. Too bad I was mugged, though. There was good money in that little box of loot I lost.
Have you been hurt?
No, but that's only because I ran like hell. Those men were raving lunatics, I tell you. Not even able to speak anymore, just screaming.
Okej.
Do you need help, sir?
I only need you to purchase something from my shop, sir.
Okej, tutaj się nic nie
Have
dowiemy.
you heard of a nurse called Dorothy Crane?
Nurse Crane. So the bitch really is a nurse, then? Always thought she was just some crafty foreigner, that one.
Zaczął mi w garda.
Yes, she's a nurse, and quite a good one. What did she do to gain such notoriety?
Dorothy Crane ain't even a real name. Something like Dorothea Craniu. Something like that. Came to England fleeing the war, I was told.
That doesn't explain why she irritates you so much.
Your precious Nurse Crane gives away medical supplies and prescriptions for free.
No i
I
to
offered
co,
to
to
sell
źle?
it for a fair cut, but no. Miss Crane wanted to play the quiet saint.
okej.
Show me what you have.
Co masz? Czy ty ma... O, masz. Przyda się. Mogę ci coś sprzedać? Nie, to się przyda na te. na materiały.
Excuse me, sir. I have a few questions for you.
Another journalist? I didn't answer the first one, so piss off!
I'm not a journalist, I'm a doctor.
A doctor, you say? It's quite a rare breed in this part of town.
Really? But still, here I am. Dr. Jonathan Reed, at your service.
I'm Joe Peterson to some, but Colossus Joe to most. And I don't remember asking for your service, sir.
No chyba, że się boję.
Dobra, twoje życie w Londynie.
Że może to się okazać zgubne.
No i co? I gówno. I co ja teraz mam niby zrobić? Ej, działa ten Twitch czy nie?
May I ask what you do around here?
I do whatever I want, and sometimes even more. Now sod off.
How did you become the local bully everyone is afraid of, Joe?
There's no pride in roughing up poor bastards. But this is the only job I've found. And it pays well, too.
A job? So you're racketeering for someone else?
I got enlisted by the Wet Boot Boys, a gang from the docks. I'm their muscle for their dirty work.
Wow.
You are a criminal who endorses criminal activity. The least you could do is stop hiding behind this pretense.
I don't care what you think, sir. I do what I have to do for my own reasons, and that's that.
I'm not sure Mr. Lewis would agree with your by all means necessary philosophy, sir.
Oh, do you really think he's the poor victim here? Barrett can be as sneaky as anyone. Long ago, I even called the bastard my best friend.
According to you, physicians are scarce in this part of town. Why is that?
Not familiar with this neighborhood, are you? I guess your fancy colleagues are too afraid of being stabbed in the back.
This part of town does have quite a reputation. Would you say it's justified?
Totally. Look at me, for instance. I always look my opponent in the eye before knocking him out.
Okej.
Can I offer you my medical expertise, Mr. Peterson?
The name is Colossus Joe. I don't get sick.
Have you
Dobra,
heard of a
Dorothy,
nurse
dawaj.
named Dorothy Crane? She's a colleague of mine and is supposed to live around here.
Dorothy Crane. Yeah, I know her. One of the few good souls who dare to help the sick around here.
Could you please tell me more about her?
She's a nice girl. Tries to help the migrants. I offered to give her a hand, but she said my reputation would attract too much attention.
Jest lipa.
Tylko, że teraz się zastanawiam.
Że zamknij mordę. Py. No i co? No i gówno. Jest lipa.
Goodbye, Mr. Peters.
No na razie. Siemanko, cześć. No dobra. No ty to kto?
Forgive my interruption.
Do not apologize, my son. Father Tobias Whitaker is always happy to teach mortals about the incoming Armageddon.
O,
I am Dr. Jonathan Reed, and I just have a few questions.
A scientist? You are much more lost than I thought, my son.
dzięki typie. Twoje
What do you
barwy
mean when you say
blondyny.
that I am more lost than you thought?
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences, and most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
But
Dobrze
you
mu
are
powiedział.
seeking answers, aren't you? Answers about the Armageddon about to strike the city. Answers about the hidden truth.
Well, I suppose I can spare a few minutes listening to your so-called truth.
As a doctor, you must be aware of the decimating epidemic. But let me tell you that this so-called Spanish flu is just the beginning of the end.
What do you mean?
The beast is finally revealing itself, corrupting the flesh and the heart of men. With my own eyes I have seen them, those minions from the abyss.
O,
Really? And what would be your answer to this biblical threat?
We must fight the disease before this legion outnumbers us. But not with
Nie da
scalpels
rady.
and microscopes. No,
What is left then?
cleansing fire.
standard ogień oczyszczenia.
Tell me, Tobias, what exactly is your plan concerning the cleansing of this city?
God will recognize his own. More than once this city has risen from the ashes,
Dobry wariat.
hardened and purified by the flames.
Fire is just the instinctive answer of a caveman facing something he does not understand. This is the 20th century.
Your lack of faith is predictable. But my task is to convince rational minds like yours to see the light. This is God's will.
You're
Tak,
mad
tak.
and dangerous. You're nothing but a soulless butcher, a small-time Torquemada, the Savonarola of Whitechapel.
My son, if you think salvation is a free gift, go listen to the lies of that pompous fool, Joseph.
Joseph, a fool.
Vicar Larrabee of St. Mary's Church. While he continues preaching his fraudulent redemption, more and more people die in the streets.
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost?
All signs
Aha,
point
dobra,
to
to
you.
już mamy.
I am. Have you any friends?
Dobra.
Any family left in these terrible times?
No. But I have a disciple I see as my son. He is so devoted. I sent him to preach the good word in the heart of this corrupted city.
You sent him on some preaching crusade during the epidemic.
As a true believer, Samuel will fear no evil while he walks through the valley of the shadow of death.
Co za wariat,
Where did you
ty.
see him?
I sent Samuel to the Stonebridge Cemetery, where the pestilence and evil grows night after night.
No, typ.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like the liberal ideas of nurses, but I especially abhor that Nurse Crane you mentioned.
To jest kuźwa złe. Dupa blada.
Why do you hate Nurse Crane more than other nurses?
Before coming to London, she was a member of the communist resistance in our country. That's what happens when you let a woman get involved in politics.
So, you're not exactly a fan of Florence Nightingale's work. But nurses are essential for modern healthcare.
Nuns should be the only women allowed to take care of male patients. It's obvious only they have the necessary moral fiber.
I have heard enough for...
I should never have taken up my father's business.
Dojdę tędy. Spoko. Tu. Tu. Tak, dobra. Dobra, ten się patrzy na mnie. Wypij go. Wypij jeszcze raz. No siemanko, siemanko, co tam słychać? No trochę minęło czasu. Tam jest jeszcze jeden, a ja mam iść jeszcze dalej, dobra. Co tam słychać ciekawego? O, ja też, patrz. Wczoraj. Tu jest ich dwóch. Dobra, lecimy. Wow. Dobra, dostał. A tam jest koop? Który ja jeszcze nie zainstalowałem, nie? Kurwa wilkołak. Gdzie to będzie? Tak myślę, że to będzie tu, ale ten się patrzy na mnie. Kuźwa, czego ten Twitch nie działa? No nie wiem. Kurde, muszę się ich pozbyć. Nie ma innego wyjścia. Jeden ma 12, drugi 10. Jesteś słaby na ataki, dobra. Dobra, gryź go. Facet, nie pal mnie. Dobra, gryź go. Ile ci się instalowało? Boże, dlaczego tak długo? Dobra, jeszcze tego wypij. No i dobra, i po was. I spoko. Tędy nie wejdę. Wszyscy, spoko, dobra. Trzeba iść tu. Zajebiście. Zajekutrwabiście. I od nowa to samo, no kurwa mać. Jest po prostu śmieszne, śmiech na sali. Gdybym były bardziej zdenerwowany, to bym zaczął bluzgać. A to, że jestem zmęczony i mi się nic nie chce, to już w ogóle. Nie no, już mam wampira, chcę go, wiesz, przejść i zacząć następną serię, nie chcę tak porzucać tak jak parę serii. No. Nie będę z nimi gadał, będę po prostu podejdę Tak jak kiedyś, Piotrek, tak jak kiedyś. Chuj z fabułą, aby grać. Ajajaj. To mi się udał stream. Super. Aby do jutra, oj. I będzie zajebiście. Mam nadzieję, że jutro już to będzie. Mega, 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 nie. Dużo razy mega fajne. Wiesz co, jak mi się... Origins. Już zapomniałem, jak się nazywała to poprzednia część. Podobało, nie? No nie, jestem tutaj. O, jak fajnie, jak miło. Nic ciekawego. Samo troszeczkę lepiej. W ogóle. Jakoś tak inaczej, odkąd co? No nie pierdol. Co dwa. Tego masz mi zaznaczyć. Ale tego... O, no właśnie. Wypij go. I dobranoc. Gdzie on będzie miał ten swój pakunek, kuźwa? Pan ser Pietrowski, kurde, sorry, mój błąd. Jest chory i w pracy. To znaczy teraz to nie wiem, czy w pracy, ale 12 godzin pracował dzisiaj, więc nie no, jeszcze chyba jest w pracy. No i co? No idzie ten jego pakunek, kuźwa. No dobra, to jeszcze tego zniszczę. Chociaż trzeba wejść na górę. Hop. Dobra. Dobra, chlaj go. No nie no, chyba nie będzie. Dobra. Oj, tutaj też nie ma? Co za gość? Gdzie on ma te swoje... Jeszcze raz, gdzie on ma te swoje kuźwa? Zyskaj pakunek Bareta. Gdzie on go kuźwa upuścił? Stąd przyszedłem. A patrz, proszę bardzo.
This could be the box Lewis thought he lost. There's a letter inside.
Dobra, idziemy mu to oddać. O, co to było? Co? Ej, kuźwa, Twitch mi nie działa. Dobra, idziemy mu to oddać. Nie ma co tu siedzieć. Gdzie to jest wyjście? Tu, dobra. Lecę. Oddam mu, Siemanko, witam. Oddam mu ten jego pakunek. Niech ma chłopak, niech się cieszy. Jakiegoś chama by trzeba było wyssać w końcu, nie? Dobrze biegnę? Dobrze biegnę. Dobra.
Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose your focus, do you?
A jak?
Joe Peterson. He's the villain here, isn't he? But you seem to know each other.
I've known Joe for years. I saw him box once or twice. He was a friend then. But these days, he's just another thug.
What can you tell me about Mr. Peterson?
Pogadajmy.
Besides his behavior toward you, obviously.
Colossus Joe was a decent boxer, good one even. But after his wife passed away, he found any excuse to stop training. Just wanted to pick fights with everyone.
O matko. Dlaczego tak cicho siedzicie, co? Wiem, mam fryzurę nie jakąś taką chujową. Kurcz. Ryj krzywy, więc no w sumie się nie dziwię, że nie siedzą ludzie, ale co z tego?
We've all had some rough times, haven't we? But most of us don't use our fists to see us through.
Kuźwa, niech ten mikrofon już przychodzi, no. Żeby poprawił sobie tą jakość, stanowisko bym to ogarnął w końcu.
Nobody would be fool enough to stand against a wet boot boy.
Odebrana przesyłka trafiła do kuriera. Super! Co ty tam jeszcze masz, gościu?
Show me what you have.
Nie, no jednak nie. Dobra, to co? To był ten Barrett Wilson? Ej, no przecież ja to odzyskałem.
A love letter from Joe Peterson's wife addressed to Barrett Lewis.
Ale jestem
Fancy
głupi.
buying something, sir?
You never... Barrett, you had an affair with Joe's wife, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. She's the only woman I loved.
No i nieźle.
My first regret is that she stayed with Joe after Harry was born. The second is I never shed a tear when she died.
Do you mean you're Harry's father?
No one will ever know for sure. And it's better that way. And I don't believe I'd have been all that bad as a dad.
Did you ever try
To
talking?
nieźle.
Never. But I suspected he knew everything, even without knowing it. And he decided to make me pay in his own way.
I found this box in an abandoned building nearby.
Ładnie. Co to z typa taka... No cóż, szkoda.
Yeah, this is mine. So, you faced those loons that roam around there. Extraordinary.
I suppose I was lucky.
Luck is a commodity round here. Yours should be properly rewarded.
About this package, it's not just tools and trinkets, is it?
I want to be rude or anything after your kind gesture, but it's none of your business.
Jak nie moja sprawa, jak moja, ty górze chamie niewierna świno, ty. No nie no, nie wiem, nie działa, niech spierdziela. Zjebało się i chuj. No i co z tego? Tak Twitcha nikt nie ogląda, to walić. Co?
Goodbye.
Dobra, no to jak mamy to zrobione, to może jakieś kolejne śledztwo, które może być w pobliżu. Ojciec. O nie, dobra. Na razie muszę znaleźć tego typa. O, a ty to kto? Siema, mordo.
Don't be shy, handsome. What can Christina do for you?
I'm not looking for what you're selling, but I'd like to ask you a few questions, if I may. I'm a doctor, Dr. Reed.
All right then, but be quick, though I usually get paid when I open my mouth.
Christina, have you been examined? The epidemic is spreading fast in London, and you could be exposed, or expose others.
I don't like doctors or hospitals, but I don't like you asking questions.
You can put your own life in danger, that's your decision. But what about your clients? If you're contaminated, you will put them in danger too.
And you think that would worry me? If you knew the men I deal with, their health would not be what you'd worry about.
Considering your line of work, I assure you it is only a matter of time before you have health issues.
If it is going to happen, it will happen. Right now, I need money. That's what's important.
Tell me about yourself.
Are you joking with me? People don't usually come to see me for conversation.
I have no interest in your work. I am, however, curious as to what led you into this career.
Short story. The war, exile, and England. This country is not especially welcoming. I've been refused many jobs because of where I am from. I had few options left.
I always thought I was the master of my own fate. But now I know we don't always have control over our lives. I don't judge you.
You know, this money is not only for me. I have good reasons to need this money quickly. But it is not your concern, Doctor.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Anything you can tell me about her would be helpful.
I don't know her, but I know her name is Dorothea Crăciunescu.
Crăciunescu.
She came from Romania like me and many others.
You seem to respect her.
Dorothea helps the sick people of Whitechapel. Everyone should respect that.
Okay.
Do you need any assistance, Miss Popper?
It depends on the price of your medicine.
I am shocked that you would think I am that sort of man.
Forgive my suspicion. I'm so used to liars with good manners. Thank you, sir.
Nie za mama, co?
Goodbye.
No i dobra.
Take care of yourself as best you can.
Tego łajdaka muszę zrobić. Siema Jacek, siema. Kim ty jesteś?
Excuse me, sir. Are you familiar with this part of town? Name's Clayton Darby, reporter.
A co dali, bo nawet nie wiem. Siemanko, witam.
But perhaps you could help me since you're a journalist. My name is Jonathan Reed.
Dr. Reed, the famous surgeon. I'll gladly help if I'm able, sir.
Why are the newspapers keeping silent about the Spanish influenza? It's as though none of you care.
Ale dali jakąś strzelankę albo coś.
People shouldn't be demoralized by news of deadly diseases.
No zajrzę. Teraz mnie zaciekawiłeś.
It's a disgrace. People are left to die alone. No one is properly informed of the risks.
These are bad times indeed. So much for the glorious British Empire.
Have you any idea of the danger you face in these streets at night?
I've had to run and hide more than once from frenzied mobs incensed by the fever.
Dowiedzmy się wszystkiego, co można i polecimy dalej. Co tu mamy? Zmęczony jest.
That science is unable to explain the facts doesn't mean there is no rational explanation.
I confess, I share your point of view, Doctor.
Oj, powiedz co dali, bo nie mogę tego znaleźć na tym telefonie nowym.
What is a journalist doing in this borough after sunset?
He goes where none of his colleagues would dare to go, to inform the country.
So you risk your life to reveal the truth. I saw many reporters do the same during the war.
Whitechapel is the crucible of so many untold stories and tragedies. I want people to know them.
That's quite honorable.
Powiedz mi co dali do tego, do plusa. Bo ja nie mogę na tym telefonie nowym znaleźć. Nie mam czasu i siły. Dobra. Siemanko, witam, siema. Generał z tej strony, tak, to ja. Podaj lekarstwo, mam lekarstwo, to mogę dawać. Czy tutaj się spytam?
Claims she sells her body because she can't find any other work. Do you believe her?
Of course I do. Her story is exactly what I want my readers to understand. We live in an intolerant and divided nation.
Do you think things will ever change, Mr. Darby?
I believe the situation can only improve. And now that women can vote, I'm convinced things will change.
Spoko, to lecimy.
I heard you're investigating an underground medical dispensary in Whitechapel. What do you know about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. They are wary of strangers, and I'm not really an acquaintance of theirs. Why do you care?
I'm afraid one of the nurses from the Pembroke Hospital may be involved with unsavory activities.
Ah, could it be Dorothy Crane?
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine journalist, Mr. Darby. What do you know of her accomplice, a man named Darius?
I don't know much about the man. He's very cautious, never goes out, doesn't seem to have any friends or family.
No to ładnie.
He has no relatives at all?
No, except for that strange man, a poet named Richard Nethercott, who sometimes comes by. Darius would never let him in.
Where can I find this Mr. Nethercott?
He spends most of his time lurking around Whitechapel.
Mówi do siebie.
Declaring verses. These days, You can
Widać,
just
że
find him
poeta.
behind the church.
Nigdy nie wychodzi.
Never goes out.
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
Dobra, dobra. Dowiedzieliśmy się, że mamy szukać jakiegoś typa, tak? Dobra.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
Dobra, dobra, co tutaj mamy? Dobra, Papers, Please może jeszcze być. Toma też jest spoko, to będę miał co przychodzić na streamie. Jakiś horror. Onrush to nawet nie wiem co to, a tego Ikonoklas coś tam nie znam, nie znają. Postarali się w chuj, że tak powiem. Dobra, odzyskaj zwłoki albo znajdź Richarda. Richie! O ty suko koko. Jeden jest? Nie no, dwóch słyszę. Zamknij się i zamknij ten pysk. Dobra. I dziadegę. Omenda. Omenda. O kurde. Dobra, wypij go. No i spoko. Tak jak chciałem, wyszło. O, tu mamy zwłoki. Co zbierzemy? Nic. Czy tu gdzieś są szczury? O, naboje zebrałem, jak miło. Grypa często występuje z zapaleniem płuc. Aby uniknąć hiszpanki, pozostańcie w domach. Okej, już zostaję, już dużo nigdzie nie wychodzę i do pracy też nie idę. Kurwa. Dobra, gdzie on może być? Znajdź Richardsona w tej okolicy. Mam cię, gagatku.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions.
Please be my guest. Although I may not be the best informant regarding this part of town, my words speak about that which the eyes cannot see.
Really? Are you an artist of some kind?
I'm a poet, sir. Richard Nethercott, at your...
Mi cię znalazł, Richie. Siemanko. Co tu robisz tak późno?
Do you live here?
Not at all. I'm just enjoying the pleasure of a quiet walk. Though night talks are always preferable, if you ask me. Especially with strangers.
Okay.
If you say so. But as a physician in a time of epidemic, I must caution you to avoid unnecessary exposure, sir.
Thank you, Doctor. But we both know the seeker of truth has to go boldly where the weak dare not.
But are you not afraid of the epidemic?
Oh, why should I? I see some equity in the Spanish flu. No flesh should be saved, say the scriptures. Good or evil, rich or poor, All are equal in the eyes of the flu.
No tak.
What are your thoughts on the terrible situation in this city?
Terrible, you say? No. Of course, the death of so many innocents is a tragedy. But the scourge has not been all bad for the city. Oh, no, sir.
What are you talking about?
Do you remember London before the flu? Noisy, cacophonic, quiet nowhere to be found. And now, listen to this oddly peaceful silence.
No tak.
Peaceful? That's quite an unusual way to speak about the epidemic. And very inappropriate, I must say.
Most people fail to understand my perspective. I don't blame them. But how could I call myself a poet if I veiled my feelings?
Prawda, poeci są... Życie jest tu zagrożone.
Are you aware that your life could be in danger in this part of town?
But this is where I must be to feel the real beat of the city. I had to come, see it for myself, alone.
O, przepraszam.
I understand your need for solitude, but it's not safe around here.
I don't care. I don't have many friends, Doctor, and my family despises me.
Aha.
If some misfortune came upon you, who would be here to help you?
Well, you for a start, my dear Doctor.
Przeziębienie.
Do you need medical attention, sir?
It may be wise to let you prescribe me something. I don't feel like I should.
Masz.
I understand your appetite for words and macabre beauty, sir. But you should be more careful.
The nutrition of my mind is more important than my physical health. But I appreciate your concern, sir.
Nie za ma co.
Tell me, Mr. Nethercott, why seek inspiration in Whitechapel?
The place is not beautiful per se, but how to explain it? Stirring and challenging.
In what way, exactly?
The struggle by gaslight, the barren smiles and the added hunger under the rain.
If you say so.
Such vibrant antagonism and vivid paradox. The stripped humanity raged across each street.
Vivid, of course, yes. And what about the poignant distress?
Oh yes, the poignant distress. You see what I mean, don't you? That's what I want to write about, and that's what Whitechapel is made of.
Do you not think it a little morbid?
On the contrary, sir. Whitechapel is full of life, full of beauty. Just like my dear muse, the wonderful Camellia.
What can you tell me about Camellia?
Not much, and that's the beauty of it.
Okay.
She can't speak, you know. She's a locked mystery who exhales kindness and sweetness.
Perhaps you're just afraid to find out the truth about your muse.
One day, perhaps, I'll ask her to come with me. But will she still be my wild flower of Whitechapel if she moves uptown?
And have you ever tried to learn more about her? Where she lives, how she survives, whom she may know?
Maybe I prefer she remains an enigma. Reality can be so dull, don't you think?
No tak. Masz rację, gościu.
May I ask you a few questions about the district?
Extraordinary part of town, is it not? I'll be glad to help you, if I can.
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane, a nurse who lives in this vicinity.
Dorothy Crane. Oh, I love the name. The Crane of Whitechapel. Sounds very mysterious. But, sorry, no, never heard of her.
A Dariusze?
What can you tell me about an old man called Darius?
Darius Petrescu? Yes, I know him. At first, I thought he was only a small publisher. I invited him to publish my work, but his reaction was pretty clear.
Not interested in your talent?
Darius is an old political activist who takes delight in printing tracts and lampoons. Those communist activities only require mediocre writing skills.
I'll leave you.
Dobra, to dziękuję za pomoc. Znaleźć skrzynkę pocztową i list. Gdzieś tam będzie, dobra. Otwieraj. A ty żeż to któż? Ty, mordo, chodź tu. Wychwytywanie, ho, ho, ho.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you a few questions. I know what you're thinking. A tall stranger who meets a girl in the street at night. It reeks of the penny dreadfuls. But I mean you no harm, truly. Tell me about Richard Nethercott. I understand he is quite fond of you, Camellia. I know you understand what I'm saying. Your silence has nothing to do with you being mute, does it?
Tak będzie stała.
Very well. Goodbye then.
Ty wróć, chodź tu.
Hello again, miss. Camellia, I know you work for Dorothy Crane. Please tell me about her secret dispensary. A stubborn and mute comrade. Nurse Crane and Darius Petrescu have been clever. Very well. Goodbye then. Hello. Very well.
Dobra, nic z nią nie zrobię, po co znowu do niej podchodzisz. Znajdź skrzynkę pocztową. Co nie przejdę. Znowu idę nie w tą stronę, gdzieś tu. O! List do Dariusa.
The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter.
Darius.
Dobra, pójdę.
It should not be that difficult to
Zobaczmy czy.
Look at it! Fish! That leech is fast! Crawl back to the house!
Damn it! Au. Dawaj krew.
This man stunned me with his faith. His crucifix. This is not good news.
No robi się nieciekawie, że tak powiem. Ale... No cóż, jestem wampirem, nie? Dobra, on będzie gdzieś tu, więc ja pójdę sobie zapalić. Kurde, oni są silni. Muszę się wrócić. Tutaj jeszcze mi nie wolno.
Good evening, Christy.
Change your mind, Miss...
Clayton Darby claims he will expose the crisis in Whitechapel to all of London. Do you believe him?
I believe Clayton's courage will erode with time, until he finally leaves Whitechapel to start another fight somewhere else.
Are you talking from experience?
I've seen your type come here to get a good fuck in a cheap room or a dark alley before going back to their fancy houses in the West End.
Why this skepticism?
How can you speak about starvation if you've never been hungry? Or about poverty? Or anything else you have never suffered from?
Tell me.
Are you joking?
I have no... I always...
You know...
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself.
Idę zapalić. Dobra, gramy dalej. On jest zdrowy, więc zajebiście. Puk.
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again? Go away.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man to man, you and I?
All right. Speak up.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes, you are. You too believe in providing medical care without charge. You know what we have to sacrifice to make the world a better place.
I have to admit your words have conviction. All right, I'll let you see Dorothea. Don't make me regret this, though.
No i dobra. Siedź prosto do tego. O! Zapalenie ostrzelić nos za 2. Wiesz, drobniaki przydadzą się. A jak? Tak, jeszcze se połażę. Tam coś było, dobrze wiedzieć. Zablokowane. Tu mamy starożytna postać. O!
If you want to talk to Dorothea, you must go across the courtyard and take the stairs.
We've not been formally introduced. May I ask your name and occupation, sir?
I am Darius Petrescu. I'm here to keep snitches and spies away from Dorothea. And I also run this little print shop.
So Dorothy's real name is not Crane?
Like myself and many people in this area. Dorothea is from occupied Romania.
Dorothea, nie Dorothy.
That's all you need to know.
She seems important to the community.
More than you can imagine. The West End does not want to hear of Whitechapel's misery. Dorothea is one of the few doing something about it.
Tell me everything you know about Camellia, the mute florist.
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor, but I'm almost convinced Camellia is an angel. She volunteered to give out our medical leaflets.
Who is she, really? Do you know where she's from?
She's not from around here, that's all we know. Camellia is not even her name. It's her favorite flower.
You say she has no close family?
Well, there's that awful poet who constantly follows her around like a lost puppy. A good man for sure, but a very poor writer.
Are you not worried for her safety?
She is as brave as she is tough, and clever too. If only I had met her when I was younger.
Are you in love with Camellia, Mr. Petrescu?
Don't be stupid. If I had met her when I was younger, we could have won our revolution.
Tell me...
I do not...
How did you meet Nurse Crane, Darius? Why does she trust you?
I'm her oldest friend in England. Dorothea and I share many ideas about this country and about the country we left.
You mean occupied Romania, don't you? Even if not directly, I fought against your enemies.
Really? Then perhaps you have more in common with Dorothea than meets the eye, Dr. Reed.
Do you have any family left, Mr. Petrescu? Children or grandchildren?
Who knows? I have abandoned my people for so long, they might as well be dead. As dead as I am for them, I suppose.
Don't be embarrassed, sir. If you must know, my own father disappeared many years ago, and I forgave him.
It's quite awkward to talk about our families like this, but thank you, Dr. Reed. I appreciate your trust.
This war won't last forever. Did you ever think of returning to your country now it's free?
No. I have taught strength and determination to my sons and daughters. I'm an old, dying man who only has memories of better times to cherish.
Do you need some help, Mr. Petrescu?
I am very tired, but that is all. I don't need you, Doctor.
Well, I think you do. Take this, and you'll feel better.
Free drugs from an English doctor? It must be my lucky day.
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu.
Dobra, pójdziemy jeszcze do tej Dorotei i co? I tyle, nie? Dobra, drzwi odblokowane. Dobra, idźmy do niej. No nieźle się tu urządziła. Nie powiem, że nie. List do siostry Crane. O.
What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Razvan Vasily, high fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain, diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Thank you, nurse. Anything else I should know?
He did lose consciousness this morning, but he's never had convulsions like these.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, Doctor?
It's too dangerous to operate with these convulsions. Sedative, nurse. Do we have any anesthetics?
I'm sorry, Doctor, none at all.
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor. He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy? Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
right then, Nurse Crane. What do you suggest we do?
I've no idea. I'm not the doctor.
Time is of the essence. We need to perform a thoracic drain.
Yes, doctor.
Boże, w co ja gram?
He's still bleeding, doctor. I'm losing
O
his
Jezu,
pulse.
zaraz się zżygam,
The
kurwa.
drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, doctor?
I can't see. I must first suture the artery. Find the wound. The source of the blood.
Needle and thread, doctor.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, doctor.
Cardiac massage, now.
Cardiac... What? Are you making this up as you go along? We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could. Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Boże, w co ja gram?
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
I doubt you're here to test my bedside manners. I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
The risks you've taken for your friends in Whitechapel are criminal, and you can pay dearly for them.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
But why Lady Ashbury? Why her, of all people?
She's pristine and proper, all right. But that she-wolf in sheep's clothing murders the poor for sport. I have her where she belongs, and I'll milk her for all she's got.
Dr. Swansea is a sensible and honest man. He wouldn't have refused your friend's care at Pembroke.
It's easy for you to say, Doctor. These people cannot go to the police, nor to the hospital. They don't even speak English. They depend on me for everything.
So, the end justifies the means. Is that your defense?
I know you're kind, Doctor. Just another fine-heeled, silver-spooned gentleman who was given the world on a platter. You know nothing of poverty. Nothing of the shame, the hunger, the loneliness.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, Blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
Listen very carefully, Dorothy. You will erase from your memory everything you pretend to know about Lady Ashbury and Pembroke Hospital.
Let that rich bitch off the hook over my dead
Nurse
body.
Crane, enough. Listen as if your life depended on every word. I know you've a generous heart who gives freely to those in need, but you shall walk away from the shadier streets of your business.
I will never abandon...
Dorothy, the discussion has come to a close. Your clandestine activities in the Resistance are over. Let it go.
I'll let it go. Yes. All gone.
Siema Piechu. Co tam? Jak tam zdrówko, panie? Nudziło mi się.
It's locked.
Stinks already.
O ty skurkowańcu. Aż tak? To niedobrze. Ja myślałem, że ty w pracy byłeś cały dzień. O kuźwa. Au. No to ładnie. No to ładnie. Chyba zjebałem grę w tym momencie, ale okej. Nieważne. Okej. I co? I chyba koniec. Dzisiaj odpocznij, by ewoluować. Spoko. Co ja mogę teraz zrobić? Pójść do kryjówki. Zamknij mordę. Chyba kończę i idę grać w Far Cry'a. Twitch mi się zepsuł, no kuźwa mać. Nie chce działać. Stream. Chamstwo. O, nie, patrz, działa. Nie, nie działa. Zaraz zobaczymy. Szczury. A w sumie mi niepotrzebne. O. Nie przeszukałem tego. No nie działa. Ano byłem. Zrobiłem jedną połowę. I drugą sobie ogarnę jutro. Więc wiesz. Nie no, po coś żeś wyszedł. Patrz, niby jest, ale czarny ekran. Czego jest kuźwa czarny ekran? Trzech widzów pokazuje. O, jest dwóch. Tylko, że jest czarny ekran. O cholerę tu chodzi. Nie ogarniam. Coś mi się Twitch zjebał, no. Halo Twitch. A co więcej u mnie? Chyba nic. Bo tak. Bo nic. No na Twitchu. Czy nie mam czarnego ekranu? No mam czarny ekran. Czy ja coś mogę? O. To mi się przyda. To mi się na pewno przyda. To się na pewno przyda. A, już tego nie ma. No to jeszcze jedno to. U mnie pokazuje czarny ekran. Zaraz ci nawet powiem, o co chodzi. Jest kod błędu #5000. Ktoś odłączył od prądu Twitchową maszynę. Spróbuj ponownie za chwilę. No właśnie, widzisz. I nie wiem... O. Co to jest? O, no widzisz. I nie rozumiem, co się dzieje, o co chodzi, dlaczego tak jest. Nie wiem, może mam coś w ustawieniach? Zgłosiłem. Czy coś jeszcze mogę? I tak tego nie używam. A jeszcze tu. Dobra. Spoko. Miałeś tak kiedyś? Nie, nie wychodź. Szpiórkać jeszcze. Tak, najlepiej. O, mam ostateczność. Co to? Siema, Jugo. No spoko, spoko. No spoko. Życie mi potrzebne. To już jest 600. Teraz się pokazuje, że niby ludzie na Twitcha wchodzą, przecież wcześniej nie było. A nie wiem, nie mam pojęcia co jest, co ma być. Dobra, walić. Może ktoś będzie miał rozwiązanie. Nie, idź spać. Pararararara, pararararara. No dobra. To nie pal. Nie można palić. O Jezu, co ja robię? Pij krew. I no i spoko. Tu mamy. Wampiry piją krew. Super! Płatnienie krwi, spoko. Wyłazimy stąd. Ojej, ojej. Ojej, już jest jeden widz. Dobra, jeszcze z 20 minut i kończę. Michał! Michaś! Michałek! Chyba go nie ma. Szkoda. Co ona mnie tu wysyła? Jutro będę miał mikro. W końcu. Co ty mi tu wysłałeś? Aha. Aha. A Aśka wie, co wysyłasz? Że cię tak pytam. Git. Tak, nie. A, musiałeś się podnieść i podejść do tego, do klawiatury. Jak mi przykro, no. Peszek, tak się mówi, nie? Dobra, tego nie będziemy robić. Zmęczony. Zmęczona. Muszę się wrócić. Ale tu widzę śmietnik. O!
Human blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
Idziemy. Powaliwszy was. Kurde, nie na nim miał być, no ale... Gryź go, potrzebna krew. Krew z krwi. Kurde, nie trafiłem w nikogo. Czekaj, do tych trzeba się pozbyć. Dawaj krew. Fuck. Macie jeszcze raz bestią. No dużo widać, nie? Jeszcze ty mi zostałeś, tak? O jak fajnie, o jak fajnie, o jak super, o Jezu, o matko, o Boże, ojojoj. A, to widziałem. To akurat widziałem, panie Michale. Żeś się spóźnił. Nie masz co robić, tylko siedzisz w domu i memy oglądasz. Gnoju jeden, ty. Do roboty, a nie w gierki grasz. A tu mogę awansować na kolejny poziom. Dwa tysiące ci potrzeba, Co się zwiększę to. Ja się dziwię, jak ty wytrzymałeś kuźwa w tym. W robocie. Mam. Zmęczenie. Ale jest lipa. A, oni się napierdzielają. Dobra. O, żeście mój święty, znowu mi tu wysyła jakieś brzydkie rzeczy. To akurat jest dobre. Będę kończył. Oj. No spoko, ja też kończę, tylko ich jeszcze dobiję i... No na razie, trzymajcie, cześć. Dzięki, że wpadłeś na chwilę chociaż. Leć spać. Dobra, to dzięki za, że byliście, dzięki za łapki. No i na razie.